Hello Scorpios, thanks for joining me for the November Horoscope with Animal Totem, and happy birthday to all you November Scorpios out there. There's also going to be a new moon in your sign on the 15th and an eclipse, so it's a big month. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Moon, and if you want to look at one more thing, I would recommend maybe your North Node. I'm Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. We're going to use my deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, for the main portion of the reading. Then we're going to follow up with one card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're Patreon level 3, there's going to be additional, or level 2, there'll be 3 additional bonus cards pulled from the Songs for the Journey Home. Okay, these cards have been shuffled up in between the readings. And now, all I'm doing is just a real loose shuffle to pull out the cards that are meant for you, for Scorpio, for November. As I said, you know, it's a big month. It's a big month for you too. This is your personal new year. This is the time of year that you want to set your intentions, not January 1st. This is your time. This is your solar return. So you want to set your intentions for the year. You want to create your reality for the upcoming year. Manifest your reality. This is what's going on at this time. It's the most powerful time. Your birthday itself, which is your solar return, but also your new moon on the 15th. You get one new moon and one full moon a year. So this is it. This is your annual new moon. Here you are. There's no gender in these cards, by the way, if you've never seen my reading. So even though this is depicted as a female, male or female, this is a water sign person, or this would be you. Representing Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Upright position, you've got the soulmate card and then the King of Swords on the other side of it. So there's definitely a major connection, a major soulmate connection. You know, likely love, yeah, often it's love, but it doesn't always have to be love. Sometimes the soulmates would come in all shapes and sizes. It could just be anybody. Sometimes the King of Swords is somebody who's involved with legal, law, things like this, could be helping you out in that manner, but also a soulmate. Or it definitely could be a love interest as well. This King of Swords could be an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. And I want to mention that that full moon, the full moon eclipse that we're having, which is, by the way, on November 30th, that is in the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign. So I feel like, you know, between this time, it could definitely be bringing in a major soulmate for you. There's also some big financial developments, it's saying. Both of these cards in this position, well, it doesn't always have to be, but this, when it shows next to this, it talks about, like, we're stressing about money, we're worrying about money, we're stressing about money, and then we don't have enough. So these two turning in reverse, that's a very good sign that your finances would be improving. I was trying to say improving, but the word that was wanting to come out was renewing. So maybe some sort of, if any of you are on something that has to be renewed, you know, it would be renewing. The Six of Cups is also here. This talks about happiness coming from the past, happiness coming, things going back the way they used to be in a good and positive way. For some of you, it definitely could relate to these financial things. It could be that there's some sort of financial thing that's coming back to the way it was, that there's going to be some sort of a renewal. Some of you may be going back to a type of work or a job where you worked before. If you've been laid off, you know, during the pandemic, it could be called back. Or you may have taken up some kind of work or job that's for, you know, relating to things that you did in the past. If this is a love thing, for some of you, it could be a lover coming back too. You may be getting back together with somebody from your past. That's a definite possibility. I usually don't do those kind of readings because I feel they're real predatory. People are promising somebody to come back, but this is definitely what this could be showing, you know. News is coming in the time of air. Again, we do have that air sign full moon eclipse happening. So by the time of the eclipse, there should be some news coming to you. Another thing about, you've got this hermit here, and that could be, you know, you're being a hermit, or you're doing it. This could be you know, being the hermit, or going off and by yourself, which, you know, Scorpios will do that. Go off by yourself to think things through, going within to reflect and everything like that. But it also is counsel, wise counsel. And when you've got this King of Swords with the with the Hermit, sometimes this can be some kind of consultation with some sort of a lawyer or something like that. For some of you, this could be the case. And maybe, or even this could be referring to you getting some sort of big settlement of some sort. The Fool is here, and that's about, you know, being lighthearted, taking a chance, being open-hearted, and he's looking up right at the Two of Cups here. So it's saying be open to whatever the soulmate energy is being offered to you. It wants you to be open to it. It wants you to be, you know, just be open to it. Don't be cynical, you know, because Scorpios, you know, you can be a little cynical at times. So it's saying be of open heart, be trusting, take that leap of faith, give it a shot, give it a go. It's probably going to be something that's going to work out to be in your favor. Now, I want to talk briefly before we do the animal totem. You know, this is your, what I was saying about your solar return and your new moon and everything. This is a good time to write out everything that you want to manifest for the year. You've got all this air energy too. This is mental, this is writing. And I'm definitely seeing you writing out your wish list for what you're trying to manifest for the upcoming year. When you write things out, it brings it out of the ether and out of the astral, and it brings it down into the 3D reality. And so it creates it's a portal or a doorway to allow things to come down and be created solid in the 3D reality. So this is definitely something real positive that you may want to try doing at this time. It certainly can help. Now, with New Year's, a lot of people do New Year's resolutions, and that's never a good idea. You don't want to draw emphasis to things that you're trying to eliminate or don't want. You want to do what you do want. You want to manifest what you do want in a positive way. Okay, let's go ahead and start shuffling up for our animal totem from our here. I do want to also mention that I am opening up for year ahead readings, and people have already been emailing me. Yes, it'll be on this year. I have many people who order every year. I want to thank all of you who do that every year, but for new people, it is one of my most popular readings, the most popular reading of the year. It'll be available for a limited time till the end of the year. It looks at the astrology for all the big transits that are going to hit your chart for the upcoming year. And then I throw out 4 rows of columns for each quarter of the year with the tarot cards. Similar to this, but there's 4 rows instead of 3. So again, my most popular reading, always a big splash. If you want to get in on it, you can find out below or above, from the eye in the sky or from the links below. Find it in my shop area on my website. But let's get this animal totem for our Scorpios for this month. The spider. Spider weaves her web and creates her reality. Just as I was telling you. Now, spider is weaving your web and creating reality, just as I was telling you about your solar return and your new moon and everything. But spider is also highly connected to writing, what I was talking about with the writing earlier. In the Norse mythology, Odin was hanging from the tree of life, and the spider spelled out the runic alphabet to him. So it's the origins of the written word come through the spider. So that's a confirmation of a couple things that I said earlier in the reading. Let's read what I wrote initially. Weaver of fate, creator of life, patient builder of sacred geometry, transcending time and space. All are joined in the wheel of life. You know, the other thing that the spider energy is akin to is the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot readings. So Wheel of Fortune is fate and destiny. I do feel like there's some things that are really opening up for you. At this time, this is your power time with your solar return and your new moon. You're able to sync up with, you're able to connect with these powerful things that are for your highest good and turn your life in any direction that you want. This is the time to grab hold of the reins and turn your life and steer your life into the direction that you want it to go. I want to real quickly also before we leave is my book is out, Transmissions from Humanity Volume 1. It's the channeled material. I'm already well into the second one. I haven't been promoting it a lot because the Audible is just taking forever to get through the processing thing. So, but it is out on the paperback, which is this. Here's the other side of it. And it's out on Kindle. And it's in the Kindle Lending Library too. So if you're a member of Kindle Lending Library, you could read it for free if you want to. Alright, so I want to thank everybody who has been checking out the book and everything else that you do by liking, sharing, commenting. If you enjoy my content, please do hit the subscribe button. These cards here, what I'm doing is I'm laying out for Patreon level 2. There's going to be 3 additional bonus cards. So if you're interested in finding out about any of that, you can check that all on my website and below. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting and everything you do to keep this channel, purchasing my wares. If you like these decks, they're also available. Have a great birthday, a great solar return, and a great new moon in your sign and eclipse season. Big month, Scorpio. And I'll talk to you again next month. Till then, bye.